Well, with regards to minors, let's look to the adults and to the parents. Number one, let me just say there are a lot of guns that are out here. Um, I certainly would encourage parents, and parents can even be held responsible. For example, if they don't lock up their guns or put them in a safe, secure environment, they could face possible charges. So, no one wants to see a minor hurt or even killed because of another child or got access to a gun and end up playing with it and not recognizing that it's loaded. So it is important for parents of those who are responsible for these kids and the gun owners to really secure their guns. That's number one. Number two, there were just way too many guns on our streets. And what I would say to anybody in the city of Houston, you ought to just assume that people are carrying a gun. And what I mean by that, to be very reluctant to engage in an argument with somebody on the street or somebody in a store or you name it. I just assume everybody's carrying a gun these days, okay? And if you start with that premise, then I think you'll be very careful about, for example, if you're driving on the freeways, don't get into any road rage. That's a no-no. If somebody bumps you in the wrong way, don't be careful, about getting into an argument with them. Sometimes you just have to let that go because it's just not worth it. Okay, but it is important for people to exercise a great deal of individual and parental responsibility, and to make sure that they secure and lock away their guns so that they are not made, so that their kids cannot get access to them. And then, quite frankly, I'm reminded when I was a kid, growing up in Acres home, 9 kids. My parents knew everything that was in their house. Okay, there was no such thing as this is my space. Okay, there was no such thing. My mom and dad knew everything that was in their house and where it was and what you brought into that house. There was no way you were going to bring a gun into the Turner household. Okay, there was just no way. Quite frankly, there was no way you were going to bring, if you came in with a watch that they did not buy, they would stop you at the door and ask, where did that come from? So parents, the guardians, must exercise greater responsibility to keep these guns out of the hands of these kids, these minors. We're going through a situation right now, and let me just say, it's not just this city, but crime is up across the country. Across the country. Now, my primary responsibility is for the city of Houston, and it's going to take a collective effort on everybody's part to bring it down. We will bring it down. We're going through a phase right now. It will come down. But it's going to take all of us working together to make that happen. And again, if you know of something where somebody has committed a crime or somebody is about to commit a crime, you also have a responsibility to let somebody know.